Welcome to Trackside Live alongside Lo Duca and Tom Cassidy. I'm Mike Joyce, and welcome to the first day of live coverage of Gulfstream racing on TVG. It's the first day in my professional career I've had the honor of covering this track. You two as well. And gentlemen, it's new for us. For some of our viewers that just watch TVG, they haven't really had a chance to sink their teeth into this Gulfstream Park meeting.
No, I mean, you know, the whole beginning of the meeting we've sort of missed, and here at TVG, we weren't really focusing on Gulfstream Park. We were always having our eye a little bit on it as well and following the racing, now getting to follow it every day.
Speak for yourself. Cassidy had a P5 in at Gulfstream just about every day I saw him.
Yeah, and TC's very sharp over there as well. So we've been following, and hopefully we'll be able to navigate you some winners today.
What I love about Gulfstream Park is it's the competitive fields, big fields.
Yeah.
Every race you can get a price. The most obvious angles often overpay because there are so many competitive horses in each race. So try not to over-handicap the races. Sometimes there's an angle that looks a little obvious, and you may get $12 or $13 on that angle. So try not to over-handicap the races at Gulfstream.
That's great advice for everybody else. I'm from the Weaver School of firing blind, so I don't necessarily need that advice. However, I do need to know who are the jockeys, the trainers, and the barns that we need to focus in on. So we're going to take a look at the jockey standings right now. You will recognize some of these names: Javier Castellano, Luis Saez, Paco Lopez, Edgar Zayas, and Johnny V checking in fifth.
Well, you know, Paco Lopez in the middle of there at 3. Javier Castellano usually always at the top of the standings there at Gulfstream Park. Luis Saez, 30 behind. It's basically a race for second here, TC. Johnny V in fifth, but his mounts have been spotted a little bit there.
Yeah, I mean, this is the top 5 riders at Gulfstream Park, and to be honest with you, you'll be seeing a lot of these same names throughout the remainder of 2015. The jockey colony at Gulfstream Park is one of the toughest around, if not the toughest around, especially in these winter months during the championship meeting. You'll be seeing Paco Lopez, if he goes back to Monmouth Park, he'll be winning by twice as many wins as the guy who was in second in the rider standings at Monmouth. So top-notch jockey.
Johnny V in fifth, but he's in a Mike Smith-esque stage of his career. Yes. It's far more quality over quantity these days, as he is one of the best in the world. But there's a look at the jockey standings. The trainer standings, the man on top needs no introduction, as you would suspect. Todd Pletcher running away with it right now. He's in front by 6. Jorge Navarro. Yes. He's been winning a lot of races there at Gulfstream this winter.
Well, there's a lot of names. I mean, Jane Sibeli, who's on this list as well. Marty Wolfson's a trainer in Southern Florida who's been a great trainer for a lot of years. And you see Chad Brown and Wesley Ward as well. So the best of the best out there at Gulfstream Park. Todd's got a lot of bullets. Jorge Navarro sort of hit the scene about, it's been like 5-6 years ago, and he hits a high percentage. He
certainly does, and he is a big-time owner in White Wabbit Racing LLC, where they want to win owner titles. They want to win championships, so they are willing to claim horses, drop them, put them where they can win. So you'll be seeing Jorge Navarro winning a lot of races, and a lot of those races for White Wabbit Racing LLC.
Private Zone went to Jorge Navarro.
Very
you might see him at Gulfstream Park.
How about a little bit of under-the-radar barns? High percentage, high-end racing stables, but they're not going to have the numbers to be atop the trainer standings. Let's take a look at some of these barns. Larry Pilati, 44% winners from 16 starters. Daniel Vella, Kirk Ziety, very high percentage outfit.
Well, Larry Pilati and Kirk Ziety have been beasts in Southern Florida for a long time. Okay, let's just go there. I mean, they're not sort of under the radar. Daniel Vella only had 11 starters this year, but he's another sharp guy as well. You see Bill Mott, 39% in the money. We already know what he can do, but these are 3 guys. Ziety especially off the claim, and Pilati, he takes time with his horses too as well.
And Bill Mott runners, you see that 39% in the money. You'll see Bill Mott win at prices 18 to 1, 20 to 1. We saw it, I believe, just a week and a half ago with a horse getting on the turf for the first time. It's a move we see him usually do just about each and every season and win at a price. I believe Rosario rode the horse. So Bill Mott, the honorable mention on the bottom there, and you're going to get value on a lot of his runners.
His win clip isn't that high right now, but 40% of his runners in the money. So they're firing.
They're firing.
The difference is just a little bit of racing luck here and there.
The key at Gulfstream Park for me, and it's been over the years of playing and gambling at Gulfstream Park, is you need to identify when to take Todd Pletcher at 2 to 5 with some of his 2-year-olds, and some of his horses are going to get bet, take it and move on, or identify the horses that are over bet. He's going to get bet just because of his name as being the trainer. Either you got to figure out and single his horses at 4 to 5 because most of his horses are going to be favored at Gulfstream Park, or you got to try to beat him.
And there's always going to be a lot of talk about how his horses are training in the morning, because they're always training well. They always train well going into the races, but you're going to see horses where you'll see a Pletcher at 4 to 5 or 6 to 5, and you can't win every race. So you got to find your spots and pick your spots. The thing I like to look for is, okay, there's a top Pletcher at 6 to 5. If he's with another trainer, what's the price that he would be? And try to go off of that as far as whether or not to single or try to play against the top Pletcher runner.
It's like a Bob Baffert runner working fast here on the West Coast.
Right.
The one thing we can assure you is that you will see each and every race from Gulfstream Park right here on TVG going forward.